So this specific training call called First Steps to Get Started as NH Global Business Owner. It's a simple, very short, but very powerful guide how, in my personal opinion, someone should look into their business. First of all, those of you who are listening into this specific call, there's a lot of things we can talk to, and we cannot really merge everything in just few minutes. But I always say that the progress goes step by step. It means one call at a time, one step at a time, one information at a time. But this specific information is the foundation. If we do not understand this foundation, we might be building false hopes, false ideas. Maybe we are trying to achieve something, but we don't have the real foundation. What does it take? Okay? So today is all about clarity. What exactly do you do first as a new NH Global business owner? No, before we go into that, first of all, I will tell you a couple of things that you should note down and you should work on. You need to understand the company and the company ownership. If you do not understand that, it's easy to find. Do your small little homework. Why is the company here? What is the company vision? What is the company mission? Who are the people behind, right? And also understand who are your mentors, who are the possible people that can actually help you with your shortcut to success. Okay? Understand some of those basics as we get started. As we say, this is the first steps to get started as NH Global business owner. I will tell you one thing. One of the biggest obstacles why people start this business but never make or create any big impact in this business is because they don't treat it as a business. So if you're listening to that right now and you are like, is that a real business? Yes, this is not a hobby. It can be a hobby if you want to have it as a hobby. But I will tell you one thing. If you're going to take it as a hobby, expect also payment as a hobby. Do not expect some serious payment and that will pay you as a business if you treat it as something that is not important. And I'm not saying that the hobby cannot be important. It is. It can be. But hobby is something that we don't do it with all our time and with all our, possibilities we have, right? It's just something aside. And yes, you can start it small, but you can start it with the approach of this is something important and this is something that can grow in a real big worldwide business. Okay, so here are some of the things we are going to go through today. First of all, let's talk about the step one. What is the step one? Let's say you're just getting started right now. Someone just introduced you to New Hope Global and you might like the idea, you might like the company vision, you might like the goals that someone told you about it, or the products, or the rewards plan, whatever it is. Here's my first advice. Pick one, which is the most important thing, why you decided to become NH Global business owner. Everybody who is here right now, everybody who is listening, this is your first thing to do. Pick one thing why you decided to give your time and build your business with New Hope Global. The second thing here is I want you to understand that even if you're getting started and you might say like, well, I'm seeking for my first success, I'm seeking for my first results, whatever it is, I want you to understand it's a process. But as long as you don't quit on the process, you're going to start seeing results. This is one of the biggest things that people fail to start with. They expect results before they are actually ready to put some serious work in. Now, let's be clear. Some people might put a little bit of work in and might get pretty substantial results. Some people might put a little bit more work in the beginning and might not get a lot of results. But it's nothing wrong either way. The only difference is maybe in self-belief, in approach, maybe also in the skills they're bringing inside this business, maybe also the people they know to and they contact and they talk to. So there is different variables. But the end result for either one can be significant. If you keep learning, keep getting better, and keep putting the things in. No. Step number one. What you do to get started as NH Global business owner, you have to become a participant. What does that mean? It means you need to open up your shop. Those of you guys who might be listening to me right now, how it is when you open up your own business. You need to, if you have the office, you need to unlock the doors. You need to open up the doors. If you launch your own online business, you need to put your web shop online, live. So when someone types in your web shop link, what's going to happen is it's going to be available, right? So this means that you start your own business. So whenever you become a participant, and by the way, how do you become participant in our company? Is simply create your own account and create your own sharing link. Once you create your sharing link, this is the official opening of your business, because you have your own website and you have your own sharing link. This is the day that you need to celebrate. This is the day when you say, today I started my own business. And listen to that. You started a business. You didn't just click a couple of things. You actually started a business that can have a great future for you and your family. Right? So celebrate it. Because from here on, you're not just a customer anymore. You are in business. And you are open for business. So that's step number one. Become a participant. Step number two. You need to lead by example and show the example to other people. What does that mean? It means you need to get your inventory, to try your products. This is one of the most common mistakes people do trying to start their own business. They do not have the inventory. They do not try the products. They do not use the products they are trying to promote to other people. How do you think that you can be a product of the product? How do you think you can be and talk about the product if you have never gotten your own product? And then you get a question, then you start promoting this to someone else. Maybe you talk to a friend and say, hey, I just started my own business. And they're going to be like, oh, congratulations. Can you tell me more about it? Yeah. You know, it's look, you can go to the website and you're going to see product. Of course, I have it here in my hands. You were not going to have it in your hands if you don't have the products. But the friend is going to be like, oh, that looks beautiful. This product on the website looks beautiful. So have you used it yet? Well, actually, no. You know, I just started my own business and I'm still thinking about it. You know what your friend is going to tell you? Forget about it. Congratulations. But let me know how it goes when you get your product. So here's the thing. That's what many people, they come to the business thinking about, oh, I'm just going to start making money. Good luck. But I will tell you one thing, without being an example, without having your own products, maybe to have a product, you don't need to give the products away. Don't get me wrong. You don't need to just buy a bunch of the products to just keep giving the products away. But you can use the product at least for sampling, right? If you have a bottle of the product or couple of bottles of the products, you can open it up. And when you talk to someone, if they're close to you, if you're meeting with them personally, you can say, hey, look, you can have a spoon. I mean, come on, you can do whatever you want, or just put it in a glass of water, right? Put it in and let them try it. Let them at least get a taste. We don't expect them to try, a couple of products and fly. That's not what these products and any products are all about. But it's to create connection, to create an experience so they can properly try it by using the products for a month or 2 or 3. Right? So you need to get your inventory, and leadership starts with example. And what does that mean? Here's my advice to everybody. Try as many products as you can, and we have it on the specific markets. No, some markets might have just refine. Some markets might have refine and enhance. Some markets might have refine, enhance, and vitamin C. Some markets might also have some other products, such as, butters, creams, skincare, all those kind of stuff. It depends on what you want. It depends on your focus. But here's the thing. Do not expect that your business is going to grow with the products you have never tried, with the products you have never had experience with the products that you cannot show. So once again, get your products, try your products, right? Like I said, if you want to even probably have better success in the beginning, have some extra products, not just for yourself, but for others to at least taste it and try it. Some of the products that we produce, and most of them are actually that way, they are very sampleable. What does that mean? It means you can get them few drops of any of the products that we have in a liquid form. For example, for some of you who love the Butters products, face cream, hand cream, great sampleable products. I mean, anywhere I go around, I take the hand cream, I tell them try this cream, they're like, this is amazing, when they just put it on. And then I ask them, like, what do you think is the price of this product, to be honest? Because honestly, I will tell you, I feel ashamed sometimes to tell them how cheap this product is. I mean, honestly, I ask them, what do you think, how much is the price of this hand cream? You know what is the most common answer? 30 to 50 euros or dollars. That's what's the most common answer. Very little people will actually say, oh, that's actually 15 euros. Yes, I'm telling you, it's all about proper recognition on what you have. Okay, so again, do not do this mistake trying to start your business without the products, because you have no credibility in front of other people. Okay, because you cannot talk about something you have not tried or you don't have. So imagine if you're about to opening your own business as a coffee shop, and people enter your shop because you just open your business, and they say like, hey, I just want one espresso. And you tell them, well, sorry, we don't have coffee. But can you still pay for your coffee? How many of you agree that this will not go? This business is not going to work that way. On the other side, you needed to get your inventory, not knowing that this person is going to enter the store and is going to actually pay for your coffee. You need to use a leap of faith. You need to understand that in order for me to be able to, anytime, anywhere, get a buyer, get a person that is going to buy something, I need to have the inventory. Right? No. Yes, the great thing is that everything is done to the point that you can actually get most of your customers online. Perfect. But still, you have to use these things as the first step for you to be able to say, hey, try it. All right. So Step number 1, become a participant. Make the decision for you to open up your business right now. Step number 2, lead by example. Get your products, get your inventory, right? Now, step number 3, set some basic goals and know your milestones. What does that mean? It means that usually there are 2 types of people. One type of people is that they have very high dreams and goals, but they do not match them with the reality. And then the second type of people is that they're really missing high goals. They have some small goals, but then they get very fast to that goals, comfortable, and then they have nothing to push them through. I want you to be a mix of those. It means you should always have high goals. If you don't have them, find them, create them. But on the other side, understand that achieving high goals takes step by step and following small little achievements that you need to do. Because most of the times I hear people saying like, oh, one day I'm going to have my own airplane. One day I'm going to have a villa, like a big house. One day I'm going to have a house at the beach. These are all great goals. I love to hear people like that. But then when I ask them, how far have you come to this? Or what have you done over the last 1 year to get closer to this goal? They have nothing much to respond to me. And the reason why, because they keep dreaming, but that dream is so far away that basically they cannot match it with even small little milestones they are moving toward these specific dreams and goals. So what I want you to be, I want you to have these big goals and dreams, because eventually you can achieve them and you will achieve them. But you need to be having a definite plan to say, like, those small little steps every single day, those small little achievements that I do every single week, every single month, are actually going to get me to this big dream that I have. So, dream of the top to become a 13-star partner, but you have to build it step by step. Now, let me repeat it once again. Your ultimate goal, starting this business, let it be 13-star partner. Why? Because if you don't have this ultimate goal, then you don't know where you're going, ultimately. But understand that this business is built step by step. And here are some key milestones. I want you to note down and follow them. The first one, as we mentioned, is place your own order, get your own inventory. The second one is you need to go now from opening up your business, that means becoming a participant, into doing something. It means becoming a partner. And how do you become a partner? There are 2 simple conditions to do so. First condition is you need to have your own order, which we just covered in the previous step. And the second condition is you need to have 2 personal customers. It means 2 people that got through your link, placed their own order. Once you have those 2 conditions filled out, that means you have your own order, you have 2 personal customers who placed an order through your newly opened business link. Now you went from participant into a partner. Congratulations. We cheer for you, because now you have done something that is significant, even if it for some of you might not seem like. Okay, so now what happens is you have become a partner. And to me, if you're serious about your business, you should complete that in the first 48 hours. It should not take you more than 2 days to get your 2 customers. Even if you need to have your mom or your dad or your sister or someone else trying and order the products. You should have full confidence of what you're offering and giving to the people you know, or maybe you even don't know. But if you really take action, in 2 days, you should become a partner from making the decision to becoming a participant. Some of you might be hearing here right now and you would be like, well, I've been already in this business for some time and I'm still waiting to be a partner. Because you have never started the business really. You think that because you create a link you did, but you have never put action behind your words, action behind your decision, right? So again, the first important step, place your own order, get your inventory. Second one, go from participant to a partner in 48 hours, preferably. Get those first 2 customers. Then the third important milestone as we progress towards your big goals and dreams is you need to achieve your 1-star partner. What is that? Is the first career rank after the partner inside our company. It have very small requirements per se for those who want to make things happen. Most likely, just with getting your 2 customers that you got it in the previous step, you already made a significant step to becoming a 1-star partner. Okay? In some cases, you might just need 1 more customer and properly place them within your organization tree for you to be able to achieve the 1-star partner. Because what it requires for 1-star partner, it just requires to have 100 BV order in each of your 3 teams that you built. That means team 1 needs to have at least 100 BV, team 2 needs to have at least 100 BV, and team 3 needs to have at least 100 BV. That's all. That's all what you need to progress from, first of all, participant to a partner and ultimately to 1-star partner. Now, how long on average should take you to become a 1-star partner? I believe you can complete that within the first 1 week of you starting your business. Why? Because if you are putting action behind your intention, behind your commitment to be a serious in this business, you should be able to do that. Now we have 3 important steps. And the last important step today here is you need to start planning to become what we call a core rank. What is a core rank? It's a rank where we personally believe it's starting to shape you into a leader in New Hope Global. Okay, it's starting to create a team for you. You're starting to lead others. You're starting to lead by example to exactly all those steps that we have talked right now. You are starting to duplicate to other people who decided in your team not to just be a user of the product, but also go on the same path as you just started a few days ago. I want you to listen what I just said right now. I want you to listen how predictable this can be if you think about it that way. Only thing that you would need to do to grow going forward is to just keep repeating what you just did. Okay? So if you want to go back and think about it, what you just did, well, I create my own link. I ordered my own products. I found my first 2 customers to become a partner. Then I added few more customers for me to become a 1-star partner. And now I found some people along this way that they said, hey, you know what, Dino, I also want to be like you. I want to be a participant. I want to build my own business with New Hope Global. And what you did, the same process that you just went through from participant to partner and to 1-star partner and so on, you just repeat with the other person that says, I want to do it. And at some point, you're going to have a lot of people coming to you and saying, hey, I want to do it as well. Well, I want to do it as well. Well, I want to do it as well. What do? Keep repeating the same thing. Do not try to figure out all other thousands of different options what you need to know about this business. Did I ever mention that you need to learn the rewards plan? Did I ever mention all the other stuff what you need to do? I did not. Why not? Because it's not important in the beginning. You can do that in your hobby time, in your free time, but in your professional building your business, you do not need to do that in the beginning. The time will come when you, as potential leader, leading others, will need to know all those things, how the ins and outs of the rewards plan work and all those stuff. But in the beginning, we need to focus on the results, not on potential beautiful things that we can talk to other people. This is where majority of the things go wrong for people who do not keep laser focus on what I just told you today. So these are some of the steps that I gave you right now, okay? The only last step that we need to understand here is that in order for us to make all those things that we spoke today, we need to put in work. That means we need to take action. Because success in these steps is simple. Action plus sharing equals results. Okay? Now, I want you to listen to one thing. Tools and the systems should do the heavy lifting. What does it mean? It means you need to use what is ready for you. You need to use the company. You need to use the mentors. You need to use the videos. You need to use the flyers. You need to use anything that is existing. The products, the testimonials, experiences, showing, all those things for you to make these things easier. You are not expected to be an expert from the very first day. You're expected to be just sharing, to be showing what is existing already. You see what I'm saying? And I want to tell you one very, very important thing that separates people who get faster success from those ones who are struggling in the beginning. And I want you to listen very well. You are not a hunter. You are a farmer. I want you to re-listen to this. I want you to repeat this to yourself as long as you need to understand. I am not a hunter. I am a farmer. This is a business of farming, not hunting. If you want to go hunting, go outside in the nature and go and hunt for whatever you want to hunt. But this is not hunting. This is farming. So you're going to be like, but Dino, what does this have to do with my business right now? Why did we go from New Hope Global to farming and hunting? Because this is the best example to give you. You are not here to attack others. You are not here to try to find customers by force. You are not here to try to bother the customers. Like when I hear how people approach other people, sometimes I just wish I wouldn't even hear because it hurts me. It hurts me when I hear people going to other people and say, hey, I just want to introduce you to a business opportunity. I just want to let you know that there is amazing product existing and that there's like unbelievable things that are happening. This is hunting. Okay? So what does the hunters do? They hunt. What do the farmers do? They plant seeds. They nourish relationships. They nourish the plants. They nourish the whatever they do. Okay? So basically, you're here to attract people. You're here to plant the seeds. You're here to add value. And you just got the business that gives you a lot of content of the value. So what you do is you need to broadcast this value. Value of the products, value of the ingredients, value of the home-based business, value of passive income, value of international business, value of creating your own economy, all those kind of things. Okay? You need to keep planting seeds. And when you keep planting seeds, then you need to nourish them. Value of leadership. And then you need to keep nourishing them. Remember one thing, you are not the message. You are not the final destination. You are just a messenger. You are a connector. You want to be the most successful in this business, do not make it about yourself. Make it about the other people. Just pass them the information. Let people say, hey, thank you so much. I got it, what I needed. I can do it on my own. That's the real value of this business. Do not be a message, be a messenger. Let company, videos, mentors, tools, testimonials, products speak by itself to the people you introduce this opportunity, product, business to. Okay, so quickly to wrap up this is by the intention made the way I'm just speaking to you right now. But let's review some of the things quickly once again. The simple formula. Number 1, become a participant. Number 2, place your first order, get your inventory. Number 3, this is something that I will just add here through what we spoke. But this is my personal advice if you really want to make it the best way. Challenge yourself to contact 50 people as soon as possible with adding value, expecting nothing in return. Adding value, getting them, notify about all the value you have, but not by hunting, but by farming. If you want to really start it, challenge yourself, get through those first 50, and you will tell me later, what did that do to you? You learned a lot. You got some great feedbacks. You got some people maybe becoming your customers. You got some people who are interested in starting the business. You got some people who told you that they are not interested. They rejected you. That's all. That's the part of the process. But you will never know if you don't go through those numbers. You will never know about it. So once again, become a participant, place your order, get your inventory, contact those people, right? Keep adding value, right? So get 2 personal members so you can become a partner. Add more members to become a 1-star partner, right? And then duplicate the same steps with business-minded people. And that's going to take you to the core rank, which is 3-star partner. Now, how many of you listening to that right now can raise your hand and say, this sounds very simple? We are not complicating here. We are not trying to say all the things around that are not important. We are trying to just say, hey, you know what? This is where the focus is. This is how you do it. And this is how you duplicate it. Because how many of you agree that with those small little steps, you can teach as many people as you want in a short period of time? Right? So again, to recap that, participant, your order, inventory, your goals, your action, duplication. Right? And that's it. And the thing here is like you're not just starting a business. You're starting a whole journey that can change your future through these steps and this business. Okay? So again, this is something that have a very, very, very simple steps to take. And if you're going to follow that, if you took these notes and you're going to ask more questions about these steps if needed to your mentors, to the people you work with, but do not add it. Do not try to say, well, I need a whole lot other things to make these things happen. It's going to be much easier. And I can guarantee you that your success might be faster than you expect if you stick with the basic and with this focus. And I definitely cheer for everybody of you to make it happen. But on the other side, it's very important to understand that sometimes keep it simple might be much easier to do it than trying to complicate on the things that we need to do.